This is not my Fat Boy Friday video, but it is a fragrance video with a bit of context, bit of confessional. I think you're going to enjoy it. All right, real quick, let's talk about Blue Talisman Ex Nihilo. Beautiful fragrance that I think is overrated and underrated at the same time. This beautiful pear, there's some mandarin, some bergamot, some ginger there. But what nobody talks about and what most of the companies that are trying to clone it get wrong is there's this raunchiness when you first spray it in the opening. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing it right now on my hand. There's this raunchiness that comes. There's something else in here. And I know there's a raunchiness that comes from the pear, but there's a level of depth and woodiness that you get from. I know there's this particular wood note that I've never seen before that's in it as well as you get to the heart, but it's up there in the top. And so the reason I bring that up is because I was going through some stuff, cleaning up, organizing some stuff. You can see right behind me. And I was like, dang, I got a lot of inspirations of this fragrance. I've talked about several of these ad nauseum, but I'm going to go through a couple of more, and I'm going to talk about the one that I appreciate the most. And this is why you should buy clone fragrances. I'm going to explain to you why you should buy clone fragrances based on this fragrance. So you guys know we talked about Art of Universe, all right? I'm not going to re-review these. If you want loud, if Blue Talisman is not loud enough for you and it's not sweet enough for you, then get Lattafa Art of Universe, all right? Let's put that to the side. If you want something that leans more on the florals, the white florals, that is a little bit cleaner. Well, let me not say, florals and the orange. Let's go with Afnan Tarathi Electric, right? You want to go there. The first one that I ever got was, I think Yom was the first person to actually do. We have that Blue Spell. I got the 10 ml from Blue Spell. This one relies a little bit more on the orange and the florals as well. I'm gonna say it really leans into that orange and that pear. Like, this kind of takes a totally different direction in the opening. So if you like that, my bad, didn't mean to drop it. All right. This is probably the one that was the most hype that people said was the best one out there, which is Legacy. And this is from Mason Asrar. It's not close in the opening either. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't capture that. This one leans into the citrus as well. It's not capturing that raunchiness or that woodiness that's there in the opening. It's good. And most of these, but probably this more than the others, once you get to the dry down, then it's like, okay, now that's Blue Talisman. So that's Mason Asrar. Boom, there you go. Then you have a recent pickup from the House of Nazar, from the Oiled Up line. You have the Man. This is, if you wanted to take the original DNA, make it cleaner and make it an extrait, then you go with T's version. Great version, kind of similar to the other ones though, where it's like, it doesn't really capture that opening. And if you own, like I said, I have a decan of Blue Talisman. The opening, and maybe it depends on how long you've had it. And maybe it depends on at what time of the year you're smelling it. Because to me, again, the pear, the bergamot, the mandarin, all of that is there. But if you know, there's a raunchiness and a woodiness that is there that goes along with that ginger in the opening. It's like, there's a lot more depth to this fragrance than I gave it credit for. So I got to repent. I told y'all, hold reviewers accountable. I hold myself accountable just like I hold other people accountable. For respectfully, all of those are good, but they're based on the takes that you want. And that's the thing with buying clones. There's not really one-to-ones out here when it talks about the experience. Because even though a lot of those end up being Blue Talisman and the dry down, what if I appreciate the opening? What if I love the opening of the fragrance? And the opening of the fragrance, to me, is the best part of Blue Talisman. Like, the dry down is nice. You get this beautiful sweetness that comes out with the musk and the ambroxix and it, like, beautiful fragrance in the dry down. But the opening is like, no, I really enjoy that because it's this raunchy character that it gives it that's very distinct. But from the house of Arabiyat Prestige, They have, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Kohl Opulence. Yo, let me tell y'all something. All I know is this is Blue Talisman with leather. Now, I have not smelled the extrait. I don't know what the Blue Talisman extrait smells like or whatever. But this is why you buy cologne fragrances. It's not about something being better. And what I'm starting to notice with Arabiyat Prestige is that they're like, we're going to put the Middle Eastern twist on it, but we're going to give it a different nature or character. Not to say this is better than the OG, but you may want to wear this more than the OG. Because the leather in here, and you guys know I'm not the biggest leather person, but it gives it more depth. And the notes that Fragrantica have are wrong. It ain't even right. So I don't know what they got going on over there. This right here, I think I got mine from Fragflex. I think I got this from Fragflex, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to post a link in the description where I got it from because it's probably available in more places. But listen to me when I tell y'all, especially as we get ready to go into fall. I think Blue Talisman is a great fragrance for spring. I think you can definitely get away with it in the summer. Fall is about transitions. And so a lot of people may want to wear something with some more character and some more depth because, again, that dry down is beautiful. Dry down is sweet. Like, honestly, I think I'm going to end up getting a bottle of Blue Talisman because of the dry down. Now, I just showed y'all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just showed y'all 5 inspirations, and I have 6 in my hand. I got a decant of the OG. If I can get my hands on 30 mils of it, I think I'll be fine. 30 mils of Blue Talisman, because the opening is so unique and the dry down is so beautiful. And that's the thing. A lot of times we get on this camera and we're trying to sell y'all on things. Some of us are better at it than others, and some of us lie. I don't, y'all, I'm a fat kid at heart. I'm a fat kid in real life. There's 2 things I'm not gonna lie about. I'm not gonna lie about no fragrance. I'm not gonna lie about no food. So this is not about saying people are lying. It's not about that. This is about saying if you're going to buy cologne fragrances, if you're going to review cologne fragrances, if you're going to promote cologne fragrances inspired by takes, covers, remixes, whatever you want to call it, start doing it like this. Do it the way that Arabiyat Prestige did it. Let's take the DNA and let's add something to it that just takes it over the top. But I'm not going to come over here and say this is better than the original because the OG is certified. But this right here, I would wear this more than the original because this is beautiful, especially this time of the year. So again, you still get this beautiful citrus to pair all of that, but their woodiness is amped up and the leather accord, I don't know if it's like labdanum or something in here that is giving off that leathery, more of an amber feel. This is nice. So I have to do a dedicated review on this, and maybe this will count as the dedicated review. Like I said, I just wanted to holler at y'all real quick. Fat Boy Friday video is still coming later today, but if you have not, listen to me. If you appreciate Blue Talisman, that DNA, but you want something thicker, pause. You want something with more depth. You like leather? Arabiyat Prestige. And this is Kohl, and this is Opulence. Hey, fam. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like there's the slight, maybe it's the musk, but I feel like it's the slightest bit of vanilla in there too, because it almost takes this like Virtus vanilla oud turn, almost. So I don't think it's vanilla that's in here. I think there's some musk or definitely some ambroxan, some ambrofix, but this is good. Blue Talisman, but like a leather version. You're going to clone a fragrance? Do that. Stop. Let's be done with the one-to-ones. Let's take the DNA and then amplify the pear or amplify the white florals or amplify the orange or add something to it that doesn't even exist. Put your own spin on it. Don't reinvent the wheel. Just put your own spokes in it. All right. So I just wanted to holler at y'all. Until my actual Fat Boy Friday video, y'all be easy.